In my previous video, I mentioned here on Action Figure Obsession that some figures had been displaced from my Shield display to make room for the Agents of Hydra. So now Agents of Shield is on the left on that shelf, and Agents of Hydra is on the right, and therefore there is symmetry. As Zathras says, at least there is symmetry. Indeed. Not that Zathras, the other Zathras. You know the one I mean. Welcome back to Action Figure Obsession. I'm sure this will be a very, very short session. I not a lot to say here. I feel bad that my Punisher crew here got displaced, especially the beautiful Game Reverse Punisher and Game Reverse Nick Fury from the 2-pack. And then oh, this guy, bushwhacker. Yeah, he's always out there whacking bushes. To make up for the fact that he was displaced in the little miniature Punisher display that I had going on that Shield shelf. I gave him the Snake Eyes holster and pistol from the Fortnite GI Joe classified times Fortnite X Fortnite collaboration collab, whatever the hell you want to call it. Don't tell Bushwhacker that gun doesn't really come out of the holster. It's just molded in and fake. And then it's got like a can of beans next to it. On the original mold, which they apparently just remolded digitally, I guess, for this, that silver sort of can thing on the right side of his thigh, that originally was a port for the suppressor to slide into, and then it was about the same length as the gun, which also came out in the original version of that holster, Snake Eyes' pistol. But hilariously, it's just a can of beans now and a gun that doesn't come out of the holster. But don't tell Bushwhacker, because he probably likes to shoot things, and he'll probably be mad. And a Jigsaw, of course. So these four basically were my miniature Punisher display that I had next to my Shield agents, and that, of course, made sense because Nick Fury is the head of Shield, and so that all made sense. And then also in my Shield display was one of my many $5 Ollie's Con exclusive Everett Ross's. So he's there. And to make it up to him, I put a suppressor on his little pistol. I discovered that one of the G.I. Joe classified series suppressors actually pegs right into that little teeny tiny gun that the 60th Black Widow and Everett Ross and Yelena Belova and some other characters have come with. I hate that little teeny tiny gun, but when you put a suppressor on it, or if you use the one that comes with the suppressor, because there's a couple different versions of it, one with the suppressor, one without. But with the suppressor, either the one that comes molded to it or adding one from another IP like G.I. Joe Classified, it looks pretty good. Gwen Stacy with a battle axe. What do you think about that? She could do some damage, huh? I have the Agent Sharon Carter long-haired head sculpt from the Shield 3-pack on my Gwen Stacy and my Spider-Man display, because that head actually looks a great deal. The wavy hair that she has, the long blonde wavy hair, looks a lot like Steve Ditko's version of Gwen Stacy when the character was very first introduced into Amazing Spider-Man before John Romita came along and kind of glammed her up. So this Gwen Stacy had to move because remember I had that Superior Spider-Man here on the work table with his big giant arms. I actually put him on my Spider-Man shelf and kind of fit him into the front row and then put some figures sort of wrapped by his arms, sort of not encased by, but just sort of standing in front of his arms and then some behind him. So he takes up a lot of real estate. But I made it work by, sort of putting like four different characters in and around his outstretched Superior Spider-Man arms. And then this Agent Venom with the Hydra, MCU Hydra Trooper rifle. That looks great with him, doesn't it? I wonder if Gwen Stacy, she won't fall over. Well, she probably will, but not right this second. Look how good that rifle looks with Agent Venom. Does that rifle not look like it was made for Agent Venom? I mean, it's just perfect for this Agent Venom. A lot of people were disappointed in this Agent Venom, thought that he wasn't bulky enough, or they didn't like the unmasked Flash Thompson head sculpt. I like that head sculpt a lot. I just don't like it as Flash Thompson, but I bought 3 of these Agent Venoms. Actually, 2 of them I bought just to get that unmasked head sculpt that I use for different purposes. But anyway, these guys are These guys are momentarily displaced. I know I'm going to do something with the first 4 on the left because that's my Punisher guys, and I'm not going to just let them languish in obscurity here on the Shriners convention floor. We did have a mass casualty event right around here-ish about a half an hour ago. I was not shooting. Oh, gosh, I missed a couple. Oh, I forgot that it happened again. Okay. God damn it. All right, I'll pick those up after the video. But yes, as you can see, clearly it was in this area, you sons of bitches. But yeah, so all these 100 and it was as of when I woke up this morning, it was 137, and now I believe so I'm adding to the count for the work table for now. From right to left, Agent Venom and Gwen Stacy. And, oh, that's it. Those are the only I didn't add Everett Ross because I always find something to do with an Everett Ross body. I'll find a place for him. He'll either be Everett Ross or I'll pop a different head on him and he'll be somebody else. And that'll be fun because kit bashing is fun. That's what I should have called the program, not Action Figure Obsession. I should have just called it Kit Bashing is Fun, because then I wouldn't constantly feel the grip of this obsession. I'd just be having fun. Like, you know, Darwin with his Infinity Gauntlet. He's always having a good time. Hell, he's the life of the party. Look at him. Look at him. Look at all these. Oh, there's another Everett Ross body with a red skull head on it. And I could do that again with this one, because I got like friggin' 3 of those red skull heads. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. My life is crazy. I'm in the grip of an obsession, my friends, and what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, anyway, as we continue to celebrate the 200th survivor of Action Figure Obsession and of the Avian and Loaded channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hate the video, give it a thumbs down. And go tell your mailman you hated this video that you watched today about these temporarily displaced action figures from my displays. I got over 1,000 action figures. And every once in a while when I make a change on the shelves, it's like, oh, hell, what am I going to do with these guys and this gal and this agent? And what am I going to do? What am I going to do, Darwin? No, don't snap your fingers. Don't snap your fingers. Don't do anything. I'll figure it out. Let me figure it out. Do not use the Infinity Gauntlet to turn them to dust, because I would be sad if at least 1, 2, 3 of these figures got turned to dust for no reason. All right, that's it. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you on the next one. And I don't have anything clever to say, so I'm just going to hit the stop button. We'll see you next time.